Hello, and today we're going to be covering Titanic's rival, the R.M.S. Lusitania, built in 1906, sunk 1915, and in fact, that's why we're going to be covering the sinking of the Lusitania. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I was just playing Roblox, and I was like, sinking ships, and I was like, maybe I can play one of my own games, because this is my own game. It's not my own model, it's my game, though, because nobody decided to use McFarlane with the Lusitania, so... Anyway, this is my model. No, not my model, my bad. My game. And, well, the ship is British, so, I mean, this is just... It kind of fits, it kind of doesn't. I mean, God save the Queen, God save the King. Long live both of them. And, yeah, so let's begin. So, when we get into the game here, if this lets me press play, there we go. Once I get into the game here, it's going to be around maybe right before the torpedo strike. And as you can see, we are on the Lusitania. The guy in the comments, in the first one that I uploaded May 7th, 2020, I believe. Yeah, he made this. It's a pretty cool map. I'll show you around. So this is not the entrance, okay. So right now we have the battle. Oh, there we go. This is the bow. There's the bridge. Here's the bridge. The real house isn't accessible, but here's the bridge. Smokestacks, and now we're gonna go down to here. Into the ship. This is just the main area, main gallery room. Yeah. This is like the No, this is just like a little dining room. It's supposed to be what I believe is the stair room. Or that's the stair room. This is a little piano room, and this is a reception room. There's also a lower promenade and an upper promenade, what I'm calling them. I realize that this is a bit off. I don't know why. Now we have the docking bridge and the back. So if we go to the front now, it's going to be about 2:10 p.m. And then, boom! Explosion sound effect. Something hits the ship on the starboard side. Goes about 5 degrees to the port, and then 7 to the right. A bit of the ship going down, with about 5 of that. So now the torpedo has hit the Lusitania, and it starts 18 minutes of terror. Yes, a ship of this scale sunk in 18 minutes. This is the Titanic's rival. I do say that the Mauretania is the Olympics rival. Because even though the Mauretania was second, it was the one that lasted the longest. Well, other than the Aquitania, but I would believe the Aquitania would be the Titanic's rival. This is Titanic's rival. This is one of the most famous sinkings. Passengers are not beyond this point. So now we're about... So this is about 5 minutes into the sinking. And now we're going into about... I'm going to say 7. So water is now just reaching the deck. If you see here, the captain looks out on the thing from the bridge and sees that the ship is currently starting to flood more and more. And, well, he just stays in the bridge, or he gets washed off the deck. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't even know how it finally sank, because a real-time animation saying it sunk by just going down. The other one says it sunk kind of like the stern of the Titanic in 97. So I don't know who to believe anymore. Okay. So this is the reason they torpedoed this ship is because, well, it was in a war zone, and the German Empire. This is during World War One, not World War Two. The Second Reich, not the Third. The German Empire was like declared an area around Britain a war zone, and any ships that passed were basically free reign to them. And sadly, this was one of the ships. It had about 1,100 to 1,200 casualties. I think it was like 1158 casualties, sunk in 18 minutes, like kind of like this. It's listing to its starboard side heavily, and as you see here, it lists some more before going down. This is like the most famous. This is like the cover of Terror at Sea, which is like the rarest ship documentary / movie I could find. Not even Britannic, that one crappy 2000 movie that people always talk down about, is less rare than this. I found it on Amazon for like $25. So yeah. So now we're about 10 minutes in. We're in the final plunge. We have like maybe like 13 minutes in. Maybe, probably 13. The bridge is now going under, as you see here. I don't know why people use the same telegraphs on each ship, because for some reason they didn't import the speed telegraphs. They imported the docking telegraphs, and I found that weird. Anyway, so the bridge is flooding. It's gonna list even more now. This is how I think the ship would have sunk. I know it may not be accurate to history, but I mean, I like it. So now you can see that the bridge is pretty much flooded. There's like nothing left of the bridge. And if we go into here, we can see that now this has started to flood. Now I may do one on the classic version. Well, no, this isn't a remaster. This is just explaining the history of it. And the water is all the way up to near the stern. This is how badly it's listing. People can just boop. Yes. You see, this is the lower promenade. I can jump up. That's how. And it's not even done yet. Let me reset, since I kind of got stuck, you know. So now the basic boat deck is, the bridge is fully underwater. The current state of the ship is not the best at this point. We're maybe 14 minutes in, and it's basically already up to the stern. Like, I mean, I can jump into the stern. Like, the best I can jump up is the second building. First floor of the second building, and the upper promenade of, well, it's just the upper promenade. The water, though, has not yet reached in here drastically. It has, however, reached the piano room, the elevators, this room, and this little reception room. The entire front part's flooded. Yeah, only like the exit remains. So let's go to around 13 minutes in. So now that part is fully flooded. There's no coming back from that. So this is the second video I've shown my voice in with. So pardon me, it's also late, and according to here, it's 12:50 a.m. EST. And as you can see here, I can now jump to the second floor of the promenade from the water. That's not good, man. That's not good. No, the people were like falling into the water. Like people were like holding onto cranes. It wouldn't help. Basically, the entire right side of the ship is almost underwater. If we go here, basically the entire right side. You can't even see the, you can barely see where the bridge was, and the first mast is almost fully under. And we still have, like, maybe 3 minutes left, because now, going into 15 minutes, and this is where stuff starts to go to hell. So now we're about 15 minutes in. The ship has drastically sunk more and more. People on the sun are now just jumping like Titanic. Lusitania, Liverpool. I don't know why the things come up, go down there. He says it's just how it works, and I'm like, okay, man. So basically, just about half of the second promenade is starting to flood. The upper promenade is starting to flood. Water is now getting into the stern of reception room, and now if you go to the front, I'm pretty sure nor the mast or the other thing. Yeah, in fact, the first smokestack's gone. Oh no, basically gone. So now we're gonna be getting into 16 minutes here. It was 18 minutes of terror. I maybe master this in for like the 5th. For maybe like the 100th and 10th or something. So now we're about 15 minutes in. The first 2 smokestacks are completely gone. The stern is getting really close to hitting the water, and is in fact almost vertical. And I mean most, it's very dark. But like, since it's getting so crowded, it's just pitch black. Only the windows are here, and it's kind of scary, man. Like, at this point, power would have gone out anyway, but... So we can say for certain that, at least half of the second promenade... This is just the first floor of that promenade deck. The second floor is possibly even worse. No, it's about halfway. That reception room, yeah, it's not doing too good now. Kind of have to tilt your head at this part. It's not good to do at like 1 in the morning. Going in, so we're in the lower promenade. Yeah, this is how deep it has gone from the first window. This is the second. This is the left side. This is the side that the torpedo did not hit. And is this? I can't even get out of here. That is like, there's multiple of it underwater. The first 4 lifeboats are underwater. And the ship is almost gone. Now we're getting into the final minute. Final minute. The ship is almost gone. Basically rolls on through the rest of its side. Boom. About there. Goes up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm just gonna do that. So now I'm stuck in the ship again, so I have to reset. So ships really start to sink quickly once the deck starts to flood, and this is a perfect example of that. In fact, now that this entire side is there, and then like the entire promenade deck on this side is just gone. The reception room is basically fully flooded. And yeah, all that happens now is just the final plunge. Just it going down. This is 18 minutes. The lights on the ship cease. We see the last of the second building. And then the last of the stern. The ship sunk in 18 minutes. I've said that multiple times. It was found in 1936, which is surprising because the two White Star liners that sunk, Britannic and Titanic, weren't found to the 70s and 80s. So it's very surprising that they found this ship when they did. I don't know why I'm going this way. Because now I'm under the map and now... I don't know. They've made a few documentaries on this, but I think the best one, of course, is Terror at Sea. The one I can't seem to figure out. Why it's so expensive. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. It's short and it's straight, and I'll have a bigger video explaining more of like the Queen, like my opinions on the Queen and stuff. The Queen is very sad. I'll have like a tribute video done. That's not gonna be really anytime soon. Probably gonna be when all the hype's over, to be honest. I'm gonna put a short little video out since I was just thinking of it, and yeah. So that's gonna do it for today. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that stuff. And yeah. So, I'm going to upload this now. I'm just waiting till 18 minutes, to be honest. Because it's sunk in 18 minutes, and... Well, this is an 18-minute video from the last 6-hour video of the Stanley Parable. Oof. Yeah. About 10 seconds now. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon, and do all that stuff. Anyway, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.